Hey everybody, it's Egan here from GetFound Madison. Today I want to talk about custom intent audiences and Google Display Ads. Obviously I talk a lot about search engine optimization and Google AdWords, which is getting to the top when people search for what you do. But what about when people are not searching, they've searched in the past, or they're looking at even your competitor websites? Well, there's a great new option that Google rolled out just in the last couple months that not a lot of people are talking about. And these are called custom intent audiences. So I'll show you. When I am browsing the web and reading the news, I see these ads on the side over here, right? These can be run in Google Display Ads. Notice it would cost a lot of money to advertise in the New York Times, but you can actually just advertise to very specific people, such as people who already visited your website or people who are in the market for what you sell. And you only pay if someone clicks on your ad. So it's pretty revolutionary. Now, you've been able to run Google Display Ads for a while, and here's one we're doing for a client where they do cleaning, they do commercial and residential cleaning, right? So we've got a couple different banner ads made up that people can see around the web. We already have remarketing in place, but what I want to show is these audiences we're now running for. I can say I have a custom intent audiences of cleaning services and competitor URLs. I can just enter these sorts of keywords in that we've already discovered through our SEO and SEM keyword research. And then I can also see who's ranking at the top for those phrases and see, hey, here's my competitor's website. I'm going to put that in here. And potentially, if people have been visiting, they're sort of shopping around, they visited my competitor's website, maybe Google can show them an ad like one of these banner ads here. I want to show you another example here now. So this is for a different client where they are running a conference for people who are interested in insurance tech. So we've got our remarketing all set up, and in fact, we actually have animated ads, which really draw the eye. You can imagine you're reading the news, you're looking at sports, you're reading something on the web, and you see this animated ad. It really draws your eye over there. And again, only pay per click if people actually click on the ad. So how do we target? Well, I said we've got remarketing in place, meaning if someone already visited the website and left, we can bring them back with an ad, with an eye-catching ad like that. But also, we want to look at custom intent. So we've got animated custom intent audiences, and here we have a long list of URLs, and these are basically what's called InsurTech URLs, meaning this is in the industry. If someone is visiting a site like this, they're most likely interested in potentially coming to a conference like this. So those are the green ones, and then I can see in the blue, digital conference, InsurTech conference, etc., insurance technology tech conference, etc. So if people are Googling for things like that, we can actually show them ads later on. By the way, this works for YouTube as well. So this is a great way to target people across the web who are in the market for what you do. Hey guys, it's Egan coming at you from the future. That is, after we ran these ads for a while, OnRamp gave me permission to share this data, and it's pretty darn interesting. So here's how the ad groups performed over a couple weeks, and what I have to say, average cost per click was about as cheap as I've ever seen. So we had 780 clicks on our custom intent audience banner ads for the insurance conference, 9 cents a click. Can you swing that? So they paid $71 for 780 clicks. Oh, and by the way, the ad showed 32,000 times. And what's interesting is our animated ones did not do quite as well. We were all the way up at 11 cents a click, so pretty much breaking the bank. 208 clicks at a cost of $22, and by the way, the ad showed 24,000 times. Just to compare this to some other Google Display ads, here's our remarketing ads. Again, these are not too bad either, but people that had already visited the website, we brought them back, and for remarketing, that was 43 cents a click, click-through rate of about 2%, which is again pretty darn good if you think of how often web ads appear and how often you don't click on them. It's a good way to really bring people back if they did not take the action you wanted. And then the animated remarketing, 64 cents a click. So again, that's comparable and cheaper than Facebook and a lot of other channels, I would say. And this is just unheard of in terms of a few cents a click, pretty great click-through rate, 2.39% click-through rate. So out of 32,590 impressions, we got 78 clicks. They cost 9 cents a piece. Let me know if you're interested in running an ad like this. I'd be happy to talk.